Are you noticing more people around you relying on ADHD medication while daily focus still feels harder than ever?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster. Today we're looking at why stimulant prescriptions have accelerated in adults and children, what recent studies actually show about outcomes as use expands, and how system pressures can eclipse root causes that affect your attention every day.
I'm Alara Sky. We'll walk through new population data, what it means for you or your child, and the concrete steps from the article that help you evaluate next moves without defaulting to medication first, especially in preschoolers.
A province-wide analysis from Ontario tracked every stimulant prescription from 2015 through 2023 and found a 157% jump in new prescriptions, from 275 to 708 per 100,000 people. Growth sped up after 2020, rising nearly 30% per year. Adults drove most of the increase, particularly ages 18 to 44, and women's use rose faster than men's. By 2023, 2.6% of the total population had an active stimulant prescription in the past year. The authors were clear. Dispensing data shows what happened, not whether those prescriptions were clinically necessary.
That shift reflects more than biology. Diagnostic thresholds have loosened, brief and virtual visits have become common, and tolerance for distraction has narrowed. Together, those forces lower the bar for medical intervention. When care gets faster, you often lose time to ask about sleep, nutrition, movement, and environmental exposures that can destabilize attention.
A second study from Sweden followed 247,420 people using ADHD medication between 2006 and 2020 and compared each person's outcomes on medication versus off medication. As prescribing widened, the protective effects on injuries, traffic crashes, and crime declined over time. Benefits were strongest in earlier years when fewer, more severely affected individuals were treated. As use expanded to milder cases, the average benefit shrank.
Not every outcome moved the same way. The reduction in self-harm remained more stable, while the declines for unintentional injuries and traffic crashes were clearer. The take-home for you is straightforward. More prescriptions across a population don't automatically translate into better overall results, and the expected payoff depends on baseline risk.
Now to preschoolers. Across 8 major U.S. pediatric systems from 2016 to 2023, only 1.4% of children ages 4 to 5 received an ADHD diagnosis. Yet more than 2/3 of those diagnosed were prescribed medication before age 7. Timing was striking. 42.2% started medication within 30 days of the first ADHD-related diagnosis. 5-year-olds had a median time to prescription of 0 days, the same day the label appeared. Prescription rates also varied widely by health system, ranging from 44.1% to 74.1%, and patterns differed by race and insurance.
That speed signals pressure to act now rather than to stabilize foundations first. Documented sleep problems and disruptive behaviors predicted quicker prescribing, even though addressing sleep and environment can change attention quickly in this age group. If you're a parent, this is leverage. Rapid medication initiation is common, not mandatory. You can slow the process and ask for non-drug strategies as first-line steps.
The article frames attention problems as signals that your nervous system is under strain. Step 1 is your food environment. Highly processed foods and restaurant meals often rely on industrial seed oils rich in linoleic acid, LA. The recommendation is to keep LA under 5 grams per day and ideally under 2 grams. When available, the Mercola Health Coach app's Seed Oil Sleuth can help you track LA to 1/10 of a gram.
Moving towards simple, home-prepared foods and replacing seed oils with stable fats like grass-fed butter, ghee, and tallow often coincides with steadier mood and calmer attention. The article notes this shift may also support better gut health, which frequently correlates with improved mental well-being.
Next, lower chemical and plastic exposure wherever possible. Routine use of scented cleaners, air fresheners, plastics, and non-stick cookware adds chemical stress that can disrupt hormone signaling and nervous system regulation. The guidance is to choose unscented or vinegar-based cleaners, avoid artificial fragrances and artificial food dyes, and use glass or stainless steel for food and drinks.
Restore movement as a daily biological need. Prolonged sitting and screen exposure prime restlessness and impulsivity. Regular outdoor play, walking, climbing, and physical activity help regulate energy, mood, and sleep. The article emphasizes that structured exercise improves attention and emotional stability, with particularly strong effects in developing brains.
Fix sleep before addressing attention. Late nights, irregular schedules, and evening overstimulation keep you in a constant alert state. Earlier bedtimes, calmer evenings, and morning sunlight help reset circadian rhythms and deepen sleep. Magnesium is mentioned as supportive, but it works best only after a consistent daily rhythm is in place.
Avoid unnecessary medications, especially early on. Rushing into prescriptions can mask drivers like poor sleep or diet and can place extra strain on gut health, energy production, and detox pathways. The article recommends consulting with a holistic physician experienced in treating ADHD using natural methods when needed.
If you're weighing your next step, the FAQs distilled it this way. Prescriptions have climbed because thresholds lowered and care accelerated. As use broadened to milder cases, average benefits weakened at the population level. Many preschoolers are medicated within weeks due to system pressures and limited access to behavioral support. Key drivers of attention problems include high LA food patterns, disrupted sleep, lack of movement, excessive screens, and chronic chemical exposure. Foundational changes, food quality, exposure reduction, daily movement, stable sleep, often steady attention and reduce reliance on medication, particularly in young children.
Here's today's challenge based on the article. Over the next 7 days, keep your estimated linoleic acid intake under 5 grams, remove scented cleaners and artificial fragrances from your home, schedule at least 1 hour of outdoor movement daily, and set a fixed lights-out time with morning sunlight exposure. If a new diagnosis is on the table, ask your clinician to address sleep, food, movement, and exposures first, and to outline behavioral supports before medication.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.